Hi guys, my name's Yvette Tabery, and I had the topic of dreams. The two cultures I decided to represent are male and female. The study I found was called Gender Differences in a Content Analysis Study of 608 Dream Reports from Research Participants in the United States. And this study investigates the asked question, are there significant content differences between male and female dream reports obtained in the United States? Well, the answer is yes. And let me get into how we figured that out. I'll start by describing the participants of the study. Most of the participants were members of a dream seminar that the senior author conducted. The ages ranged from their 20s to 70s, and there were some outliers in that too. And they were middle and upper middle class income families, or individuals, sorry, not families. Another aspect of the participants was actually friends and acquaintances of the participants. They were asked to submit a recent dream in order to meet a recommended minimum of 100 dreams in order to have a comparison group. And this was basically to make sure the participants' dreams were able to be used and were met every requirement and were kind of validated almost. The lead author compared each dream individually to compare similarity, and then 330 female and 278 male dreams were chosen. The methods used in this study was a content analysis, which is a research procedure that employs an explicit, organized plan for assembling data. And then also the Hall-Van de Castle system, which is a coding system that has been used to compare groups of various ages and cultural backgrounds and diagnostic categories. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. So I'll get more into the Hall-Van de Castle system, to where you can kind of picture it in your head in a little bit. But first, I want to tell you some limitations of this. The participants were self-selected, so that kind of inhibited the ability to generalize the study. However, the study was found to have a broader spectrum than most other studies like this, because most studies like this are selected. The sample of participants is selected at like a college or some sort of campus, to where the experiences and the ages are kind of the same, so it limits the dreams and the variability. Another limitation was the possibility that the participants could have selected either a very dramatic dream or a very bland dream. The participants could have, hoped that their dream would have gotten more attention, or they, on the other hand, they could have hoped that their dream wouldn't reveal anything. So the actual procedure, in the beginning of each seminar, each participant was instructed to write down their age and one recent dream. After that, some procedures were taken in order to protect the rights of the participant, just making sure that they knew that this would be conducted in a study and shared. After that, 4 judges then individually and blindly coded each dream they coded each dream report by the guidelines in the Hall-Van de Castle system. And these dreams were scored in various categories, and there were 53 categories and subcategories. So this will kind of help you picture in your head, when I read these categories, kind of how the Hall Van de Castle system works. The first category is total characters. So this goes into whether it's male, female, strangers, family members and relatives, children and animals. Another category is total aggressive interactions, which can be the dreamer is aggressive, the dreamer is a victim, the dreamer witnessing but uninvolved in an aggression by a male, aggression by a familiar person, aggression by a stranger. Dreamer is both aggressor and victim. It also tallies total friendly interactions, total sexual interactions, total setting, which would be indoor or outdoor, total emotions, total activities, successful outcomes, failure outcomes, outcomes ending in misfortune, outcomes ending in good fortune, total objects, which include architecture, household objects, food and eating, tools and implements, travel objects and conveyances, street roadways, regions and land areas, nature, body parts, clothing, communication objects, money. And then some other categories are total modifiers, total negative descriptions, total temporal descriptions, dramatic intensity score, number of dreams with aggressive content, number of dreams with friendliness, number of dreams with sexuality, success, failure, and misfortune and good fortune. So if you can picture just a list kind of going down all of those, and then two categories, male and female, they were all tallied, and then they were given a percentage of each number. The results were represented in numerical differences. For example, there were 351 emotions recorded in male dreams and 343 emotions reported in female dreams. Stuff like this I thought was very interesting because, right off the bat, you might think females are more emotional than males, but, that's why I thought in this study it kind of broke down some stereotypes. But it also kind of, followed some stereotypes as well, such as, males contained more references to tools and implements and streets and roadways, which I thought wasn't that surprising. But the study actually mentioned that it was the first study that showed that architecture was reported more in female dreams, which I thought was really cool. Things like clothing, animal, and children were also reported higher in female reports, and there was more aggression in male dreams and more friendliness in female dreams. A lot of this study I thought was very interesting. I thought it was very well done. The limitations were discussed significantly throughout the study. The fact that, they're dealing with humans and kind of an abstract thought of a dream. So, you're dealing with forgetfulness or the ability to recall past events, and that can be kind of hard, and also the ability to lie if they wanted to. So that was definitely that accounted for a lot of variability. But overall, I thought that this study was very interesting and showed that there are many things in different cultures and every day that contribute to the way we dream and the way we think, and gender definitely has an impact on that.